So what's going on, man? How you doing?
Good, bro. Good.
You excited to be on the podcast? I'm
Yes, sir.
excited you
Baba, I made
came
it. I made it, Baba.
on. So what have you been up to?
Bro, nothing. Pretty much just work and church. Pretty much that's it.
Yeah,
bro.
same for me other than the gym. You've been going to the gym a little bit.
I've been slacking this week.
How's that?
Con, I hope you ain't on here.
So how are you liking it?
The
Like
gym,
working out? Yeah.
bro, it's pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. I think if Con, really and truly, bro, if he wasn't working out with me,
Yeah.
I'd probably been gave up by now. Cause I ain't gonna lie, bro, he's been pushing me a lot.
That's good. Yeah, some people need a little bit of that motivate. I'm kind of weird. I like working out by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think some days it's good. It's depending on what kind of workout you're trying to do. Like if you want to push yourself, yeah, sometimes it's good to be by yourself. But
Yeah.
when there's one of them days like I don't want to be at the gym,
Yeah, those always suck.
bro. You
anyway.
have somebody with you pushing you,
Yeah.
bro. That's the best thing.
Yeah, I think a lot of it with men is just like, even if they're not pushing you and you go and you work out with somebody, it's kind of like, I can't let them think that I ain't.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
So
Sometimes
it's
it
like
sucks having somebody push you though, because
Yeah.
when you feel like you don't want to do it no more,
Yeah.
and you have
Come on.
Con in the back of your head, bro. Come on, man, you can do it. You can do it, dog.
He's big, bro.
Bro, I remember when I first met Con, bro. That dude was so skinny.
He
Bro.
was skinny. I didn't know Con back then, so I didn't know he was like skinny.
Yeah,
like that.
that Joker used to be super skinny.
But he's like a good big.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there for a while, it wasn't a good big.
Yeah.
Until it really got into the gym, and now he's pushing himself, bro.
Yeah.
He's came a long ways.
Yeah, he's getting there for sure. He's huge.
Yeah.
So explain a little bit about your life, like growing up. What did you do for fun?
Let's see, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Most of my years growing up, bro, I've been in church
Yeah.
most of my life, bro. That's one thing my mom and my dad instilled in me and pushed me was to stay in ministry, in God. It's more than just going to church. It's just having that relationship outside of church.
Yeah.
So growing up, like I said, I was drugged to church because my mom,
Yeah.
my mom and them, I'd be trying to ask all the time, "Hey, can I go out with my buddies? This and that." And my mom would tell me no, especially whenever I was involved in church.
Yeah.
At first, it was okay because you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
But once I started getting involved and doing things in the church, my mom and my dad really instilled in me about being consistent.
Yeah.
And be committed. So, because you never know, they always going to need you no matter what, you know what I'm saying? So, that really helped me. I ain't going to lie, bro. Getting involved in church, doing stuff in the ministry, like being an usher,
Yeah.
running sound, doing stuff like that. That really helped me to stay in church.
Yeah.
Because I had something to look. I mean, don't get me wrong. Good going to church.
Yeah, you had something that you were kind of responsible for doing.
Right,
you felt like
exactly.
you were a part of the church.
Exactly. Because a lot of times kids come in there and they just, hey, I'm here because my mom and my dad told me.
Yeah.
But once they find something to do, bro, it makes it so
them-
much. It makes it funner, bro. I ain't gonna lie, to be honest with you.
Yeah. And you play the keys, bro. You're pretty good. How long have you been playing the piano?
I started playing. It was in 2016 is when I started. I started at Living Water, and then I left Living Water, and then ended up coming to the Vineyard.
Mm-hmm.
And so Zach was playing keys.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And then something had come up, and then they kind of just threw me up there, bro. It was I sucked so bad, but
I just feel like the piano is like a super hard instrument to learn how to play. I'm not that good with my fingers, and one of this finger's broke. Like I'm trying to do it, like curl it down with all the other ones. So I feel like I don't know.
Most of it is just like muscle memory.
Yeah,
That's all it is, bro. The more and more you do it, the more and more you get comfortable.
yeah,
But it's crazy, like coming up to playing keys, bro. Actually, when I was in youth, so back, I think we started going there. Let me rewind some.
you could.
So how to get there? So growing up, I've been to the Vineyard.
Yep.
I went to the Vineyard. My God, most of my life.
490 West Vine Street, Bartow, Florida. If anybody wants to come, I got
Herm
you.
the worm. But no, man, he's played a major role in my life.
Yeah, I love my pop.
And so, but something had come up, and then we ended up leaving, and we ended up going to this church. I ain't gonna say no names, what church I went to. And Bro, the church was not the church I was thinking about going to, bro.
Wasn't you.
Everybody sat down. Nobody stood up to clap.
Oh, like, was it Pentecostal church?
No.
Oh, okay.
And so they would get up and start singing. And, bro, I went to go stand up to start clapping, me and my sister, because that's what we was used to.
Right.
And, no, I went to go stand up. I looked around and nobody else, so I sat right back down. And me and my sister just looked at each other. And I told my mom and them, I was like, this ain't it.
Yeah.
This ain't it.
Yeah.
So, my sister, that's whenever she had a crush on Zach. And so Zach was going to Living Water. And so we ended up, my sister went there because, you know what I'm saying, he was going there. So we ended up going there. And so I started meeting everyone. And that's when I met Ryan Wiggins and a guy named Adam Vickers. Mm-hmm. And so they, and Pastor Matt, bro, they installed so much into me. And so that's when I started learning how to run sound, because it's crazy. The more and more we talk, the more and more you'll start realizing is everything that I'll go to get myself into, I kind of got pushed into it. Yeah. Because somebody ended up stepping down or ended up leaving.
Doors were open.
Yeah, so I had to, they was like, hey, you want to do it? I ain't got no clue about it. Hey, let's do it. And so, so I started learning how to run sound, bro. The first service was horrible, bro. Everything went wrong that could have went wrong, and so they ended up bringing a guy named Mike in, and he started teaching me all kinds of stuff on learning how to run digital boards and stuff like that. Yeah. And so I went there for like 2 years solid, bro, and I went from like down here to up here. You know what I'm saying? And Ryan Wiggins prophesied to me. He said, God, you're like David right now. He said he's got you on the back burner because right now he's just trying to build your foundation. Yeah. Because if you don't have a solid foundation, what are you going to build on? Yeah. If you build on something that's not solid, you know what I'm saying, it's going to fall apart. And it made sense, but it makes, you know what I'm saying, makes sense now. But then it's like, God, hey,
why not?
Let's do it now. Let's do it now. You know what I'm saying? But then I won't never forget it, bro. We had a service, bro. It was crazy, and man, God was moving like never before. And he was praying for everybody, but he kept skipping me. I'm like, okay, why does this man keep skipping me?
You don't like me?
And so he finally came back to me, and he said, close your eyes. So I closed my eyes, and he started praying for me. And he said, God said, open your eyes. And when I opened my eyes, Adam Vickers, which was the musician there, he was playing keys. And Ryan said, God said that you're going to be there one day.
Oh, that's dope.
And so, like a lot of times we might get words here and there, and we get excited, but nothing starts happening. And so I was in that point where, like, all right, cool. So it's just going to come to me. Yeah. And, bro, I was trying to play the keys, and I couldn't pick it up for some reason. And then it's just like, so I kind of got that, like, I wouldn't say depressed, but started doubting, like, I don't know. Maybe he was just saying that just to make me feel good about myself. But then it wasn't until I came to the vineyard when we came back. And then, bro, it's like it just came to me. Yeah. But I didn't realize, I didn't think nothing about the word that Ryan spoke over me until it just like hit me like, dang, bro, it's starting to come together because, bro, this is what God told you. Yeah, exactly. And this is what he said that you're gonna do this. And but the biggest thing is, man, I thank God for pushers. Bro, I've realized growing up into where I'm at now is the people that you got in your corner. Bro, having the people that's gonna push you. I heard a person say one time, you're gonna have pullers in your life or you're gonna have pushers. Yeah,
I heard a saying called he said, show me your friends and I'll show you your future.
Yeah, straight up, because you're either gonna have people that's gonna pull you back, say, nah, bro, that ain't you, or you know what I'm saying, then that's gonna bring doubt in your life.
Bro.
It is. Yeah. But bro, God has always put pushers in my life. Like, I ain't gonna lie, one of my biggest downfalls, which I'm getting better at, is confidence. Oh. I lack a lot of confidence. And just here lately, bro, God's been just bro, just putting the people in my life that needs to be there, that's been just pushing me. Hey, bro, stay encouraged.
Making you feel good.
Yeah. So I started taking piano lessons right now at Renard Music School in Lakeland.
Okay, because I was gonna ask, like you just, how did you learn how to play?
Well, at first Zach kind of showed me a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I went home and was just kind of like fumbling around, and then stuff just started coming to me. But like I said, he showed me a lot. But transposing, which I don't know if you know what that is.
No.
Okay, transposing is where I can play in one key, but you can push a button and modulate up. So I can play one key, but I'm really playing in another key.
Okay.
So I did that for the longest, but that was horrible.
Yeah.
It's I'll get back to that story here in a second, but the transposing part, I had a guy where I go to church now. He bro, I told him, I said, I don't know how to play no other key. I said, hey bro, I'm gonna transpose. That man looked at me and said, no you're not. I said, yeah I am, I don't know how to play nothing else. He said, you're gonna find out. And bro, man, I couldn't play nothing else, but bro, that dude pushed me until, like, bro, now I can play in all my keys.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, you're pretty good, dude. You play out, like, was it every Sunday night? Usually?
Yeah, Sunday night, yeah.
Yeah, you play pretty good, especially there. We're trying to look for somebody, I think, at the church that, like, knows how to play the keys, because eventually we want to go all live.
Yeah. Bro, there's nothing like live music, bro, because you can be free and better just flow and just, you know what I'm saying, just flow with God.
You don't have to, like, the recording's over. We got to stop now. You can just keep on with the song. I'm not talking about the podcast.
Thought you said that. I'm like,
I said the recording, like.
Oh, yeah. Bro, you threw me out like.
He was like, how did it turn off?
I was like, man, it done shut off. We're going to have to restart. No, because like you said, the videos, bro, they only go. And if you don't,
30 minutes.
You can't go to one spot that, you know what I'm saying, where God's really moving. You got to start it over.
Yeah.
And wait until you get to that part again.
Some things that gets me sometimes, if it's just like the long drawn out like instrumentals mid song, it's kind of just like okay.
People is probably just like looking around like,
I'm just waiting. Yeah,
are they gonna start singing yet?
Yeah, that's weird.
But you got to start somewhere though, until you know what I'm saying, until you can get to where you do have a full time.
Because like now. I think way back, it was just like CD. Everybody was just singing along to like the words and all. Now we at least have like some people up there that sing, and we're building up. I believe it.
Shoot, came a long ways. Been a lot of ups and downs, but you know what I'm saying. God's still been faithful, man.
You mentioned earlier that you used to lack a lot of confidence. Yeah. Where do you think that came from?
Lacking the confidence.
Yeah. Like any reason?
I guess or failing. I was scared to fail.
Failing? Oh, I thought you were about to tell me that you were a felon.
No. No, sir.
I was about to say, Trey, you were a felon?
Man, listen, I would not make it to jail, bro. They chubby white boys like me wouldn't make it, bro.
That boy would have died as soon as he got in the car.
Yeah, no, I couldn't make it. No, but I'm being scared to fail. Yeah. Like.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But in order to grow, you gotta fail. Yeah. You got to sometimes fall on your face sometimes to get up.
I think, referring this back to, like, God, I think God allows people to fail.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like a reminder, like, you do need me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like.
That's why I believe, like, a lot of times is, like, God won't take stuff away from you. Because if he took it from you, a lot of times that's the only time we go to God is when we're fighting something.
Yeah, when you need him.
When you need seriously, and it's sad that it's got to be like that, but sometimes that's how it is. Like, we can get so caught up in just life in general, and not until a situation might come up or something like that, and then that's when we go to God, and that's where we cry out to God, like, God, I need you to help me. But it wasn't until that moment hit. So a lot of times, that's what I feel like. A lot of times God won't take stuff from our life because that's what's keeping us connected.
Yeah, Like, what were you saying? I think I got a little lost right there.
Talking about, I said a lot of stuff that we have that we, like, it be a temptation or something like that. a lot of times we constantly keep blaming on the devil.
Oh yeah.
I don't believe it's always the devil.
Oh no. My papi always likes this. What he usually says is like, the enemy is a lot of the times the inner me. Yeah.
Straight up. That's for real.
That's the whole thing with dealing with the flesh. It's not necessarily, and I'm not giving him any credit. It's not necessarily always the devil.
No,
but you're the one that is doing that,
bro. Prophet Lovey is a guy I've been listening to, bro. If you listen, my brother-in-law put me on him, Zach. Okay. Bro, this dude's teaching is crazy, but he started teaching on. He was talking about Adam and Eve.
Yeah,
I'm talking about Eve when she gave into the serpent. Mm-hmm. But what he was saying was, the serpent didn't have nothing. He didn't know nothing about the tree of good and evil. Yeah. But it wasn't until she had said something. She had told him, well, God said for me not to eat of that tree of good and evil.
Yeah.
So until then, that's whenever he used that and turned it to be like, no, you'll be like just like God if you eat this.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times we give the enemy something to
ammo.
Yeah, seriously.
That's what my mom was saying when she came onto this podcast. I guess my Nina used to always tell my mom, whatever like bad thoughts you got in your head about like maybe something's gonna happen or just anything, do not ever like say it out loud. Right. Because the devil can't read your mind.
Right.
So it's just like he reacts on what you say.
Exactly.
And so if you start like saying these bad things and stuff, I 100% believe it was rammed into me as a kid that if you talk like bad about yourself or you talk about it, I think like what you speak can happen.
Seriously.
I think you can speak things into existence. Yeah. I believe that.
So that's how a lot of times. See, my piano instructor he kind of corrected me the other day. Because I kept saying, I can't do that. I can't do that. Yeah. He's like, don't ever say that. You need to say, even if I can't do it right now, I'm going. That's where I'm going to. I'm going to get it. You know what I'm saying? Because he said a lot of times, like you said, with your words, bro, there's so much power. That's why they said there's life and death in the power of the tongue, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, that's insane. But we were talking about your confidence.
Yeah, confidence.
Yeah.
Well, we're talking about confidence, bro. Like, let's see, because in 2016, when I had left it, I think it was 2016. Might have been a little later. Whenever we left the vineyard, and we ended up going to Redeem Worship Center. And so he's going there for a while, and then, like, all of a sudden, like, I started having like a burden on me. Like, bro, I had so much weight on my shoulders.
Yeah.
And I kept praying. I'm like, man, what is this? And so I had went to Pastor Joey one night and told him, I was like, hey, I ain't going to be at church, bro. On Sunday night. I don't know what's going on, bro. I got to go pray.
I'm going through it.
Seriously, I got to go pray. I'm like, I don't know what it is.
You don't know what was bothering you. It's just
I felt like I was. You ever been like someone grab you and push you against the wall to force you to go somewhere?
Yeah.
That's what felt like I was getting pushed. And I'm like, why am I getting pushed? So, bro, I won't never forget it. I went, I was supposed to go off and I was just going to buy a hotel and go home and go and just be by myself and just pray. And, you know what I'm saying? Meditate and fast and everything. And so everything was packed. So I ended up going to my grandma's and, no one was home, so it was just me. And I laid before the Lord, bro. I been crying. I'm like, God, what is this? He told me, he said, when I tell you to move, you move. Now, bro, I heard that as clear as day. When I tell you to move, you move. And that's whenever he told me to go to the church I'm going to now. Mm-hmm. Bro, I was like, nah, I didn't say it. But, bro, I felt like such a release.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I don't think this is it. You know what I'm saying? How you start double guessing yourself. And so,
was that really God?
Yeah. So that really hit me. And I'm like, but bro, I knew it was God when he spoke to me. So I was like, I'm gonna wait. I don't know if it's it.
Yeah.
But I heard that word in my head again. When I tell you to move, you move. And so I went to Pastor Joey and said, listen, hey, I'm stepping down. I feel like God's called me to another ministry. And he said, okay, I understand that. And he prayed blessings on me as I went. But the whole time I was going, I'm like, I don't know, bro. It's like I'm leaving my family.
Yeah.
But that was probably one of the hardest things I had to do because I was so comfortable where I was at.
Yeah.
And a lot of times God would take you out of the comfortability to get you to where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't always going to be comfortable where God's taking you.
No.
I had to realize that. And so I ain't going to lie, bro. I quit talking to everybody. I didn't talk to my family for a while. I didn't even tell my family I was leaving.
The church?
Yeah. Because the thing is, I knew my feelings would have gotten away.
Yeah.
If I would have said something to somebody, they could have been like, I don't know. And then I probably would have been like, I just need to stay with my family. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of people didn't understand why. Because you know what I'm saying? When you've been around people for so long, your family, you know what I'm saying? You're so close. A lot of people's not going to understand. I didn't understand. Out of everybody, you know what I'm saying? I didn't understand where God was taking me.
Yeah.
But it's crazy, like, how God will confirm everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Through either a word of God or somebody. Man, I had people that I didn't even know to say, God said, the move you just made, he said, God's giving you, I forgot everything they said. Like, God's going to bless you for what you just did. And so it helped my spirit.
Yeah.
But, bro, me and Con, we quit talking for over a year.
Dang.
Because, like, he was one of the ones like, bro, that can't be right. Like, how can you? But then it took him a while, bro. Then he finally came up to me and was like, hey, bro, I want to apologize to you. Like, excuse me.
You're good.
I didn't realize. He said, at the end of the day, he said this. He said, at the end of the day, bro, you got to answer to God about you. He said, I got to answer to God for me. He said, and he's like, bro, I want to apologize to you. He said, because I felt a certain type of way because you just, like, you just left. You didn't say nothing to nobody. But then I explained to him, I'm like, bro, I couldn't move. I couldn't say nothing to nobody because if I would have, bro, I would have moved off my emotions and then I would have missed God.
Yeah.
So, but ever since I made that move, bro, like I said, it's been uncomfortable. But, bro, just the people that's been encouraged me the whole time, bro, that I've grown so much. It's ridiculous. But I just thank God because of that.
Dude, you mentioned moving, doing things off your emotions. And I think that a lot of people do in life, period. And I don't think it's good to go with your emotions.
Right.
I can relate that kind of back to, like, the gym. Hold on, I dropped my peanut.
It's on the other side. Other side, over here.
Anyways, the gym. Because if you, like, for people that, like, wake up in the morning and like to go to the gym, if you go off your emotions when you wake up in the morning and you're like, I'm comfortable in this bed, I don't want to go to the gym, you'll never go to the gym.
Straight up.
Or, like, even because I go after I get off work. Sometimes I don't feel like going when I get off work. And if I'm going off on my emotions, I'll never, ever go.
Seriously. That's just in general.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Life.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that I feel like we'll miss because we want to move off our emotions.
Yeah, and just like you were saying earlier, it's going to be uncomfortable, so you don't feel like doing it. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I think, like, being uncomfortable is, like, the best thing you can do to grow.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
For a while now, just a random words in my head will just be like, stay uncomfortable.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Because, bro, if you ain't, like you said, if you ain't uncomfortable, bro, you ain't growing.
No, you're just kind of complacent.
And if you ain't growing, bro, you're stagnated, bro. Yeah. You're like stagnated water. It begins to get algae. Yeah. Until you start moving, you know what I'm saying, then the water becomes clear. Yeah. So that's how I look at it. And I'm telling you, ever since I did, bro, God's, like, blew my mind, bro. I've met so many people, like musicians, bro, that's just, like, poured into me to encourage me, to help push me to where I'm going. I know one of the biggest things I'm called to, that's to preach the gospel. Bro, I've been called that ever since I've been little, bro. Ever since I've been little, like, God, you're called to preach the gospel. You're called to preach. You're a prophet, you know what I'm saying? You're going to work in the prophetic and stuff like that. Bro, I won't ever forget my very first message I preached.
Right. Yeah, you showed me the picture of that earlier. Yeah.
Man, that was your brother sold me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I won't ever forget. So he had preached. I think it was the Wednesday before. So we had like a youth night deal.
How old were you?
Sheesh. Like, I think I was like 7 or 8.
Okay.
Don't hold me to it. I think that's how old I was. And so I won't forget. So Nathan had preached the Wednesday before, and he preached on, I won't never forget, Jonah and the well, about being obedient. I remember that. And I don't know, me and him kind of like, we both froze. And
yeah, scared.
And Herman had to come up there and help us out. But I won't never forget, bro. It was my time to preach, right? So the last song just stopped, right? And my stomach started hurting. So I'm like, oh, man, I got to go to the bathroom. So I run in the bathroom, right? And I hear, bro, it's quiet in there. And then all of a sudden, bro, Nathan goes, yeah, he's in the bathroom. I'm like, dang. So I hear everybody laughing out there in the crowd. I'm like, I come up there and bro, he's just smiling at me. I'm like, bro, I don't know why you smiling at me. Man, my belt's undone, everything. I was like,
you just embarrassed me in front of all these people.
But then I ended up, my word was preaching on about being a fisher of men.
Okay.
And I remember I ended up going back and watching the video. I remember stepping out. I was talking, and then I froze. And then I came back and stopped. And then Herman had come up there and helped me get through the message. But I remember that from that day, I always knew that, man, this is what I'm called to do.
Heck yeah. I think I am too, probably a little bit, about the whole like telling people the word and stuff. Yeah. That's what I'm using this.
Well, I remember not to cut you. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
When this stuff comes to me, I gotta say it. If not,
no, yeah.
I remember John O'Neill was speaking other night, and he said about the word that Ryan gave you.
Yeah.
About being the beacon. Bro, I'm telling God, I believe it, bro.
Yeah, me too.
I believe you're gonna be like a lighthouse.
Yeah.
You know how people out there when they're in the ship and they're at rough seas and they can't see land, but then they see that lighthouse. I feel like, I don't know, whenever he said that, that's what spoke to me. Like, bro, you're going to be the lighthouse for people that, I would say, out in the world or that might be going through things. Bro, this podcast is a great way to spread the gospel.
Yeah, I don't even understand, like, where I even got that idea in the first place. It had to be God because, like, literally I had nothing to do with, really nothing that was, like, I really wasn't on social media that much. I didn't really deal with, like, a whole lot. I watched, like, 1 or 2 podcasts, but I was just, never really thought, like, you're going to do this podcast. And then I did, and then it was just, like, I wanted to do it. Like, no, it wasn't, like, something I just wanted to talk about. I was like, I mean, I need to hurry up and get stuff, like, situated.
And what's good, you talking about confidence, bro. This is gonna build your confidence.
It does help. It helps me talking to like random people.
I'm telling you.
I kind of was like, like you, like you get around a bunch of people like you really don't know like that. I'm the quiet one.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's crazy you say that because I used to be the same way.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until like I ain't gonna lie. So I work in construction.
Yeah.
And bro. Growing up, they always said I was a sheltered kid.
Yeah.
I mean, I thank God that I was. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, at first I thought it was a bad thing. Like, shelter boy, you're the weird kid and everything. But I thank God because He shielded me from a lot of things in this world. You know what I'm saying? And man, I just lost train of thought.
So you were talking about confidence and being at work.
Yeah. So. Bro, I was talking
working
about
in construction, sheltered.
I was sheltered.
Look at that, we figured it out.
My God, look how the Lord does it. But no, like, I wasn't a talkative person.
Yeah,
I was never that the outgoing dude.
Yeah, if somebody comes talk to me, then I'll talk to them. But I ain't gonna lie,
bro. I would always freeze up.
Conversation.
I would freeze up. I'd be like, "Oh, stutter? Lord, what? Yeah, you're bad, bro." When it comes to talking to women, that's a whole nother story.
I do remember that about you.
Bro, okay. Out of everything you remember, that's what you remember.
I told Brooke, cause She had said something the other day. I guess there was a dude outside of the thing.
The gym, bro. This dude was crazy.
And she was like, I don't really know, like, if they knew who I was, like I was your girlfriend or something. I was like, yeah, they know.
Yeah.
I was like, they were just trying to look out for you.
Yeah, some dude was out there asking Calm for some money or something like that. I'm like, and this dude started talking to himself. I'm like, so I seen Brooke, and I thought she was about to leave. So I was like, hey, before you go to leave, at least maybe not come to me, but say get Calm to go out there with you. Because I ain't gonna lie, probably old dude would have probably beat me down, but it's, that's why I got Calm with me.
Oh yeah, bodyguard.
That's right.
He's a parole officer now.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
Yeah, bro,
I seen it. I was proud of him.
Bro, that man's like I told you, bro. That dude's came a long ways.
Yeah,
I'm so proud of him, bro. To start out like when I known him, he really didn't have much.
Yeah,
and now he's up on his own feet. He's doing his own things. Like, bro, he just went up and bought them nice outfits.
Mm-hmm.
I said, bro, it makes you feel good. He's like, yeah, it does.
Yeah,
that's what I'm telling you, man. I thank God for it.
I like what my dad was saying the other night. Kind of just, we need to start looking at things in a different way.
Like being grateful.
Like how he was said. Yeah. So it's like, who are you? That's what he said.
Yeah.
I'm a child of God, and I forgot how he was trying to say it, but basically he said his first occupation is being a child of God,
right,
and a follower of Christ.
Because a lot of times he said,
and then God allows me to have this job to be able to pay for my kids and stuff like that. And that's how we need to start looking at that. It'll make you a whole lot more grateful.
It is, seriously, man, because there's a lot more people out here that's way off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think I seen a TikTok today of a grandma basically telling her grandson, because he was complaining about his problems. He was like, let's throw all of our problems in a pile, and randomly pick out like whose problems you want. And she was like, I guarantee you'd want to take your problems.
I guarantee it.
Yeah.
That speaks volume right there. Because, and like I remember Herman spoke this a long time ago. He said there was this lady, and she's like, I really ain't got no testimony, because a lot of times when people talk about testimonies, it's like
this huge thing. Yeah.
Like, hey, I was out there, I was on drugs real bad, or I used to be addicted to alcohol and stuff like that. And it's like this lady was talking about that, and he said that the Lord told her, said, I can give you what someone else has. And I think it was her friend of hers, mom was ended up dying.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, I don't want that. And so a lot of times we want to try to like, oh man, I want that testimony, but not really, bro. I want that testimony like, hey, I didn't do that. Yeah. I didn't drink. I didn't smoke. I didn't cuss. I didn't do none of that. Like, he helped me where I didn't fall into that.
Bro, shout out to you though, and God for that though. Sheesh. Really using you like that, bro. Because I don't know how.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Like another thing too. Like,
I dealt with temptation bad.
Well, when I was 15 years old, when we was talking about who you got in your circle, I kind of got it wrong. Like, I started hanging out with the wrong bunch. Yeah. And I ended up getting addicted to pornography. Okay. Bro, I was addicted to for like a year solid, bro. It was, bro, I was bound to it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It was bad. And you got conviction, bro, when you're like, you watching, and you feel like someone's coming up on you. Yeah. It's like and you want
nobody can find out I'm doing this.
Yeah. But what's crazy, this is why I tell you, I thank God for a praying mom and a praying dad. Bro, my mom and my dad, we had a lot going on at the household. And my mom and dad said, hey, we're going to have a family meeting. I said, okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I ain't think nothing about that. Yeah. And so we's talking. So she talks to my sister, and she tells everything my sister. She looked at me. I won't never forget this, bro. Looked at me, and she said, the Lord said, whatever you're doing, you better stop. I'm like, how in the world? Okay,
what are you talking about?
I delete my history. I delete this. You know what I'm saying? I'm covering my tracks. Yeah. And you know how? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what's going through my mind. But, bro, I quit.
Yeah.
Because I realized, like, that was probably the moment I really know that God was real. For real. Like, my mom and my dad, bro, they would always, when I tell you, bro, they always prayed.
Yeah.
Bro, you be hearing them going to town and they're praying. Got the lights off, music playing, you know what I'm saying? They getting deep in there. And, but I believe that's what kept me.
Yeah.
Bro, like.
He had that fear of the Lord kind of quick.
Bad. But I thank God for it.
That's good, though, yeah.
Like, nowadays, bro, a lot of people don't have that.
Yeah.
The fear of the Lord.
Yeah.
And,
if anything, I think it's worse now than it's ever been with the whole mocking and just, like, forcing basically the spirit of the Antichrist just right down people's throats.
It's just sad, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. There's going to come a day, though. I know it's coming.
That's right.
When it's going to be all fun and games until everybody's like, oh.
Yeah, this was real.
Yeah.
It's for real. I mean, I just look at the world nowadays. It's sad, bro. It's just.
Yeah. Not entirely, though. I do see, because my TikTok, thank God, is full of, like, Christian people and what's going on and, like, I don't want to sound like I'm saying it's two separate worlds, but just like in the Christian community, I guess I'll say. But there's a lot of people coming to Jesus. Like I didn't know Mark Wahlberg was a Christian. He made it like an Easter post, yeah, and he was like full on like prayed on the podcast or not podcast. It was just like him videoing himself in public, telling everybody to be blessed and everything like that, explaining the gospel of Jesus, like all on Easter. And I was like, dude, this is lit.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah. A bunch of not like a bunch. Okay. So it's becoming, nowadays, it's becoming one or the other.
Right.
Either you're for all the Antichrist stuff. It's like a huge spiritual war going on right now. Right. And I don't think I've never like seen as bad as it is right now. Because you can literally tell it's for Jesus or not for Jesus.
I mean... like the Bible says, you either hot or cold. You no lukewarm. You know what I'm saying? Don't be playing the fence. Either you're gonna be all in, or you ain't on it.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people that are for Jesus for show to tell everybody, oh yes, I believe in Jesus and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, man, that's I don't think you just telling everybody that's gonna I guess save you.
Right. That's true.
You gotta act on it. You gotta try to have a relationship.
I try to tell everybody all the time, like, bro, if you just give God a try.
Yeah.
Bro, there's nothing in this world.
Like an actual try, bro. When you like, if somebody were to walk in the house right now and I'd just be like, hey, what's up? My name is Jansen. And then I go around telling everybody, I'm gonna try to learn, or I'm gonna try to, like, really get to know this person.
Yeah.
Never hit him up again. I just go around telling everybody, yeah, I know him. I believe in him.
Right.
And they're going to be like, have you ever, like, conversated with him? And what, like, do you know his favorite color? Or, like, what's all this? How does he act? And stuff like that. And if you don't know anything about him, how do you know him? You can say that you know him, but if you don't know him, then you don't know him.
It's just like having a relationship with somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
The more and more you talk to him,
the more and more you get to know him.
Yeah, exactly. That's the biggest thing. It's like you and your girlfriend.
Yeah.
If y'all never talk, bro,
how are you gonna know?
It ain't never gonna work out.
No.
You gonna know nothing about her.
Exactly. I'm just walking around telling everybody, yeah, we date.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I never speak to her.
Yeah, bro. She be done left you. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. She has to tell me sometimes though, cause I just be quiet sometimes. Yeah. It's kind of just like I'm just chilling, not saying a word. And vice versa. She does the same thing sometimes when she be on her phone, but this earbud's cutting out. It's kind of just like, why are you not talking? Is yours the left one cut out? Yeah. Okay, so it's not my headphones in.
There you go.
We're good? Yeah. It's your headphones. Watch for this little thing. It's short, but no, you're good. It's that short thing. Aux cord is what it's called. So my dad said something the other day, and he mentioned it, and I completely forgot about this memory until now. I wasn't there, But the day you used to work with my dad.
Hey, go ahead.
So I remember him telling me about the story, and basically there was a dude beating on his mom's car, and I'm gonna let you explain your side, but this is what my dad said, that my dad got out because he was kind of wondering what was going on. He wanted to make sure the lady was good and stuff like that. The dude disappeared for a minute. He came back and he had an axe and like half of like a lopping shear or like a hedge trimming shear in his hand. Yeah. And he was, which one of y'all want it or something like that. And man, apparently it fired my dad up to the point to where he was like, "You're about to die. You just threatened me and my son. You're about to die." Meanwhile, you're in the truck,
bro.
Still in the truck.
So what it was? So we was in Lakeland at this house, right? We just got done blowing down the house and everything. So you know what I'm saying? We loading all the equipment up and getting ready to go. And all of a sudden we hear, "Hey, stop!" Doof, doof, doof. Like, bro, what the world is going on? And so Josh and them was like, "Yo, let's go check this out." And I'm over here in the back.
Wait, what?
I said, "No, everything should be all right." And he said, No, they're good.
I think they're good,
bro. So he gets in the truck, right? And we come. So it's like a T. So you come to the stop sign, you gotta take a left, or you gotta take a right. So their house was to the left. So we go to turn right, and this dude's like literally whacking the lady's car.
Oh wow!
And Josh is like, "Ain't no way, bro." He stomps the gas, bro. Drives up on the dude's grass, like, bro, he's trying to hit. I'm like, "Oh my god, this is it.
We're all about to die.
I'm freaking out, bro, because I don't do good with that.
Yeah.
And so Josh gets out, "Bro, what's your issue?" "I ain't got no issue." So like you said, then he runs into the backyard, right? And so Josh is asking the lady, "Hey, is everything all right?" She's like, "I don't know. I think he's on drugs or something. He just started hitting my car." Then all of a sudden, like you said, he comes out with a axe and a half of a pruning shear.
Yeah.
He said, "I'm about to slice y'all up." Caden grabs a shovel. He said, "Bro, if you come close, I'm whacking your head." And your dad, bro, he's like freaked out. And he's like, bro, searching. Then all of a sudden, bro, he opens the door, right? And, bro, I'm over here like, I got my...
in the corner of the truck.
I'm freaking out, right? This man said, "Trey, where's..." Well, I'm spitting everywhere. He said, "Where's the bamboo stick?" I said, I don't know, Josh. I don't see it, Josh.
I want to go home.
Bro, and then he slams the door, right? Then he comes on my side, bro. I'm like, "Oh, Jesus, please help me. God, help me, Jesus." Bro, then he couldn't find it. That's when he got a shovel. And he said, "Bro, if you don't back up." And your dad was about to hit the dude. And so he finally the dude just started, I don't know what happened. He's, "Oh, I'm so sorry." He throws the stuff down. Then Caden grabs the axe. He's like, "Man, I'm going to hit it." That dude said, "I'm so sorry, man. I think I'm on some drugs." I was like, oh wow. My gosh, bro. This dude was like, on it, bro.
That's funny. That's funny.
I just knew that was the day I quit working with Anchor Lawn Service. I was so scared. Cause, bro, I don't know. I've always been like that. Like, I don't like confrontation.
Yeah, I don't like confrontation, but I feel like I'm okay under pressure. You know what I mean? Like I think that's when my mind works the best, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. See, I'm kind of like the opposite.
Yeah.
Like my mind, if I get under pressure like that, my mind like goes blank.
Yeah.
I've had that a lot of times, like playing keys.
Yeah. Like
if I overthink it, I'll mess up completely.
Oh yeah.
But if I'm just flowing, I'm cool. But if I'm like, "Oh God, where do I go next?" and I start freaking out, then I forget everything.
Skip one. Yeah. Do you like this lighting? I hope it tell you what to tell. Before I forget, if anybody watched the last podcast, the previous podcast, I'm gonna leave this one just in this frame. But the last podcast, I don't know if you watched it, I kind of edited it back and forth to different people.
Yeah.
So leave a comment below just letting me know how you liked it, if you want me to keep doing stuff like that. I'm going to leave this one like this. just so like you can tell the difference. But yeah, just drop a comment and let me know if you like that video and any of the videos or on Instagram or something like that. I got told to ask you, what do you think your biggest strength is, and then what do you think your biggest weakness is? I think that was the question.
So what is my biggest
strength and biggest weakness?
Oh man,
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
My biggest strength and what is my weakness?
Or just your strengths and your weaknesses, like, all together.
I would say one of my biggest weaknesses is consistency. That was one
just
of my...
in anything?
In a lot of things. Like, I can start something strong and stay going, but then I'll fall back and then I quit on it.
Yeah. Kind of just give up.
And then I'll get back in it and do it again.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's one of the biggest things, like, God kind of spoke to me this year is, like, you got to stay consistent. Like, consistent through prayer, consistent when it comes to fasting, reading your word, staying in your word.
Otherwise, it's so easy to get out of it.
It is, bro, and once you slip up, like, one time on something, it's so easy to fall out.
Yeah.
I'm bad about that, especially with, like, so eating right. I do good, right? I messed up one time.
Oh, yeah. This terrible meals for months.
Months, bro. Like, seriously. And so that's one of my biggest weaknesses, like, consistency. Don't get me wrong. I thank God because he's been helping me with that.
Yeah, but that spirit be getting you.
I don't know what really...
Keeping your place.
Yeah. I don't really know what my strength is, to be honest.
Don't be humble, bro.
I don't really know.
I'm just kidding.
Like...
Bro, you was looking... I didn't comment, but you was looking fire on Easter.
Oh, in that suit?
That was clean.
I appreciate it, bro.
You're welcome.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was trying something different.
I liked it.
I appreciate it. Yeah, a lot of people was hating on my shoes, though.
Really?
Yeah.
What shoes were they?
They was, I really, my goal is to get, they're called Alexander McQueen's.
Okay.
But they're like $750.
Ooh.
So these are
like them.
Steve Madden's, what I had on. So they kind of look like that a little bit, but on the back of it, the only thing I really didn't care about is this got little spikes on the back, which, bro, I'm trying to, like, instead of just wearing loafers all the time.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I'm trying to switch it up. So it's something different, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I did like the way it looked on me.
I liked it, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, that's probably the only reason I posted it. And my buddy with Fade Productions, bro, took pictures. That man's a beast, bro. If you ever got weddings or anything, bro, you need to hit my boy up, Alvin Williams with Fade Productions.
Okay.
That dude's a beast. He's came a long ways too, bro. I had told him that the other day when he first started taking pictures to where he's at now.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, yeah, you done came a long ways.
So, no strengths? You don't know of any strengths?
I'm trying to think, bro.
You're a good talker. You can play the keys, so that's a
well,
strength.
It ain't always been like that.
Also,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's what.
Like that,
but playing keys is what helped me build my. I ain't gonna lie. That's what helped me to get in front of people.
Yeah.
Because when I first started, you can ask anybody. When I played, I looked down at the keys the whole time. I never picked my head up. Because once I looked up, I freezed. I was done.
Oh,
but
wow.
now I can move around, and I feel like that's gonna help me too when I go to preach.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Help me get that boldness.
Yeah. And the last guest on the podcast, he was kind of just like, when you're first talking to somebody, trying to find some kind of common ground.
Yeah.
And like when you're preaching, you already have common ground. We all believe in Jesus.
Right,
and
right.
believe in the Bible. So should kind of make it easier.
Right.
Yeah.
Bro, you know who else I'm proud of?
Who?
That's your brother, Caden.
Yeah. Dude, you?
But that man done like a 360.
Yeah, dude. That's like, he's got a testimony too.
Oh,
he
yeah.
needs to, like, start telling more people about it.
He told me a little bit about it.
Yeah.
Bro, it's crazy. Like, I'm super proud of him. The
Yeah,
way
I'm
he's
not
going.
gonna,
And,
like-
and Emily, too.
Yeah.
Like, she used to tell me, I used to
I'm
mess
not
with her.
getting up on that
I
stage.
ain't getting up on the
Yeah.
stage. I'm staying right here.
Every Sunday and Wednesday, she's up there.
That now she's up there all the time.
Yeah.
Bro, she sounds great.
Yeah, exactly.
Caden's come a long ways, too.
Yeah,
he just needs to drink water, so his voice don't be going
that's so funny. He's always liked to sing. He's always sang. Like, he used to take videos of himself singing and post it on Instagram. I could never bring myself to that. I guess I'm just not that good of a singer.
Yeah, I do that best. I ain't gonna lie, in the shower, bro.
Yeah. Everybody thinks.
You know what's funny though? On a real note, like, a lot of messages come to me while I'm in the shower.
Really?
Like,
that's your alone time. That could
real.
be your prayer closet, bro.
Like, seriously, that's where. Man, one time I have my eyes closed, bro. I felt like I was preaching. Like, seriously. Man, I felt like everything was getting delivered up in that shower. The soap and everything, bro. The toilet started going blue. I think we had a pipe issue, bro. That toilet started doing it. I thought it was speaking in tongue. Boy, I took off running. But if I would have started running, boy, that would have been all she wrote.
Yeah.
But no, that's where I like. It's crazy. That's where God speaks to me the most, though, is in the shower.
That's insane. A lot of mine's probably at work. Because I'm just alone at work.
Yeah, that's true, too. I think it's just where, like you said, just where you isolate yourself.
Yeah. In the truck.
Yeah, a lot of times heading to work, bro, Bro, I've had many, like, encounters with God on the way to work, bro.
I'll be having full-on worship service in my truck.
Man, one time I had to pull over, bro. I was just bawling my eyes out, like, crying. I'm like...
Couldn't see. That's cool. Well, to wrap up the podcast, do you got anything, like, you want to say, like, to encourage the people or just anything that you want people to know?
If I was to say anything, I would say this: always stay humble.
Yeah.
And don't ever get yourself where you're too good for anybody.
Cocky. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because you don't never know who you can help or who you can shine your light on. And that's the biggest thing. I just pray today that we help make an impact on somebody's life, that they can look back and, like, dang, I can actually do this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To look back at me, like, man, I was that kid that was scared. I wouldn't talk to nobody, but now look where I'm at today. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing keys. You know what I'm saying? I'm interactive with people now because and boldness has started to come upon me too. Yeah. And like you, bro, confidence is doing it. Like you said, doing this podcast, bro. You're just gonna constantly keep growing and growing. Yeah. And the more and more you do it, bro, this is just
the more natural it'll be.
Exactly.
Bro, mark my words. Mark my words, we will be the generation that changes the world.
I believe it.
I guarantee you. And if we all stay with it and we all preach the gospel, we can turn it around for good. And I believe that. I think we're going to be that generation that does that.
That's it, bro. I'm telling you, I believe it. My whole heart.
Because I'm telling you, like I said on TikTok, I see it everywhere. Because, like, for a long time, I mean, I know everybody else is pushing, like, there's a lot of worldly stuff that's being pushed at you and stuff like that. But then again, we got people that are, I feel like now, are, like, standing up. And it's just, like actually saying something about it instead of, because I'm not crapping on no Christians, but for the longest time, you'd see stuff on the news, and it's kind of just like nobody's saying anything about this.
Right.
Like, this is not okay. This is wrong. Nobody's saying anything about it. So then, but I feel like now it's coming to like okay.
I believe this is that
standing up for the Lord.
That Joshua generation.
Yeah.
That's going to stand up, you know what I'm saying, and take a stand for what's right, bro, because I know we're about to cut it off, but...
No, you're good. You're good.
We still good?
Yeah, you got about like 7 minutes, 6 minutes.
All right, cool. Well, anyway, talking about the I don't remember his name, the football player, when he ended up dying on the field. What was his name?
DeMar Hamlin. Yeah.
Bro, look how God showed up and showed out through that.
There goes my dad. Did you hear that?
Yeah, that thing was loud.
I think that went through the... I hope it did, because he'd be so happy if it did. My dad got train horns. Now, every time he passes my house, it'll be 6 o'clock in the morning or 8 o'clock at night. Every time I hear that train horn, I know it's my dad.
Yeah.
We go down the highway. Beep.
It came through the headphones.
Yeah. All right, go ahead. My bad.
But no, so I thought that was crazy.
Yeah.
You don't never know, like, how God's
Let's pray. Right on the news.
And it's like, not all the time. You didn't see that before.
It's kind of just like, because they'll like.
I feel like a lot of people knows God, but it's the standing up for or you know what I'm saying, proclaiming that.
I think people know that God is real, but they don't want to accept it because they don't want to be responsible.
Right. And they don't want all the backlash.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get backlash.
You're going to get, you might not get like hated on. Like people are not going to like dislike you for it, but people will stop hanging out with you.
Yeah.
Though they think it's cringy. I used to be that kid, bro. Like in church or something, like I would be the one that I'm scared to raise my hand. I don't want people looking at me, kind of judging me about it. But what does that even matter?
Yeah. At the end of the day, bro, I'm not coming in here for nobody else.
Exactly.
And that's what your mindset has to get to.
Yeah, you gotta quit. Gotta quit worried about what other people think.
Yeah.
It's not gonna help you go anywhere in life.
Because like you said, if you constantly keep thinking about that, bro, you ain't going nowhere.
No, you're going to stay.
Because you're always going to have them people you're always going to have doubters no matter what in your corner. So it's always going to be the ones that pull you down, but you can't worry about what they say. You just got to smile and keep going.
Keep it pushing, yeah.
That's it.
Well, dude, I appreciate you coming on the podcast.
Yeah, bro, I appreciate it.
I think it was a good podcast.
But it's going to get the most views, I'm telling you.
All right,
I believe it. I believe it.
Well,
and if anybody out there,
you got a hard one to beat, bro.
I'm telling you.
Me and Devin's first podcast was like, I think it's at 780 views right now.
I believe. Bro,
I'm lit
1K,
about that.
1K.
1K.
I'm telling you.
All right, bet.
Listen, and if anyone out there before we go to close, we got time.
Yeah.
Okay. If you don't know Christ, bro, you just need to get to know him, bro. And like you said, man, if you ain't got nowhere to go to church and you in Bartow, bro, you can always go to
490 West Vine Street, Bartow, Florida.
Or if you're in Auburndale, where I go to church, I go to Winning Souls for the Kingdom at 230 Ariana Avenue in Auburndale, bro. I'm telling you.
Always welcome.
It don't matter where you go. It's just about getting fed and growing, bro. And like I said, we said earlier, get involved.
Draw near to him.
I'm telling you.
If you take 3 steps for him, he'll take 20 steps to you.
That's it.
Yeah, bro. I appreciate you coming on to the podcast.
Appreciate it, big dog.
I forgot to say this in my last podcast. Code Music at Whole Strength, 10% off. Follow us on all the socials at Yeah I Know It Pod. I'll do an intro at the beginning of this. Go with the Lord and He will go with you.
And just remember, I'm single.